Justin Horne and John Curry.
Justin, we've heard your name mentioned a couple times just as a guy who's made a lot of progress across fall camp. What do you kind of attribute that to?
Really, the linebackers in my room, they really helped me get through a lot of things. Last year, I struggled with trying to focus and trying to learn the playbook. So really this year, they really took their time out and put their effort in to help me learn the playbook. So it's really them.
John, we know you had a big spring. What did the offseason look like for you, and how has fall camp been going for you as well?
I mean, the offseason, fall camp so far, I've just been, trying to build off of what I've done this whole time being here. The things I did good in the spring, I want to continue doing them good, and the things I lacked in, I want to increase and get better at.
So what are the things that you feel like you're lacking?
I mean, just overall, I felt like I had a good grasp on the defense, but I feel like I need to get to that next level and just make sure, I know not only my job or my other linebacker's job, but I need to know what all 11 people are doing on the field just so I can understand how things work and understand that, hey, if they're doing something else over here, I need to go replace them or something like that.
How comfortable are you in this defense? And we've heard a lot about how verbiage heavy it is, or just how many different personnel packages there are. I guess how comfortable at this point?
I mean, this whole fall camp has really made it easy to get comfortable in. During spring, it was really comfortable because we installed our base stuff, but we weren't really doing much. We were experimenting stuff, but fall camp has been really good at just nailing down on the basics, and then every once in a while we're going to add a new call and say, hey, if in this situation we're going to do this and stuff. So it's been real good.
What about for you, Justin?
What was the question again?
Just how comfortable are you feeling within the defense now, just as far as the verbiage and the personnel packages and all that sort of stuff?
I feel as though, just like John said, fall camp really gets you the ability to have those reps. There's a bunch of reps that you get. You hear all day. There's nothing else you can do but know. You have to know it. I mean, getting the reps in is really helpful, and it's really when we're actually going through the motion slowly instead of just going. That's also what slows down things. But it's getting higher and higher. It gets to my coach's expectations every time, every day.
What are some of the things that they've had you guys working on since the scrimmage on Saturday that they said you guys need to improve on for this week?
Footwork and effort, really. We have things called loafs, so we try to get our chances to get them down as much as we can, and footwork really, because our coach he's heavy on footwork. Every time he focuses on footwork to try to get us in our right positions and spots.
So that's been a thing all season. Every time we turn around, it's footwork.
Yeah. Yes, every day.
Justin, you were one of the names Joey kind of mentioned as having a standout scrimmage. What did that scrimmage look like from your end? What were you kind of able to accomplish during that?
I feel like the first half of the scrimmage was very stressful, but when it came to the second half, I was able to open up. We had our break. I was able to sit down, cool out. But at the end of the scrimmage, John had a good rush on the quarterback, and I got a pick. So it was that made everything better. So after that pick, that's when I started to get better plays and tackles.
Justin, where did the nickname Sensei come from?
My dad is a martial arts instructor, so I've been doing karate since I was 2 years old. So I've been doing from 2 to about junior year of high school. So I'm a 3rd degree black belt in mixed martial arts, kickboxing, taekwondo, sanda, which is kung fu. So it's a bunch of different matched things into karate.
Do you feel like the martial arts stuff helps you on the football field anyway?
For sure. Coach Book likes to call my rush. He likes to call it ninja hands or ninja moves. So every time I rush the quarterback, he says something about my hands.
How much has that helped your footwork?
It's good. It's really with flexibility too. So a lot of splits and the footwork. I feel like the footwork is not as much as hands and flexibility, but footwork is also in there too.
How much
You're good.
How much are you able to continue martial arts stuff while you're a college football player? In other words, do you continue to practice it, or is there a place here in Lubbock that you?
No, I gave it up, but I still do stretches and stuff that my dad taught me. Basically, just meditation, stretches, and anything that would help me that's not actually physical, that's doing extra karate and stuff that's not portraying, like going across football too. So anything that I could do to just make my body feel better.
So in addition to the belts you've achieved, have you, I assume you participated in a bunch of competitions as well? What's like the biggest thing, your happiest day in martial arts in terms of some competition maybe that you won?
I would say probably one of the tournaments where I won the Grand Slam championship. You have to win first place first to go to that, but when I was in martial arts, I did older age groups because I couldn't, well, I wouldn't say I couldn't, but I didn't like my competition in the younger age group, so I did older. So it was harder, but that's what I wanted. So I feel like me going against older people was just what made that day special.
When and where was that, and you were how old at that time?
This was probably, I think this was Mississippi. This was in Mississippi in Biloxi, and I was about 12, 13, and the age group was 18.
Beating up on guys that were.
Yeah.
That's just saying.
Yeah.
Have you ever demonstrated to any of your teammates?
No. Nah.
When we talked to Jacob, I don't remember how long ago it was, but he said y'all would do a lot of like the hot yoga stuff all together. What's the camaraderie like in y'all's room, and just how did something like that kind of help develop that?
So, you know, we're all really close to each other. Like, we go hang out all the time. Every once in a while, we'll be like, hey, let's go get some food or something. Like, we love going to Kobe and get some hibachi. And, you know, it's just, I'd say, like, we're probably one of the closest groups on the team. Just on and off the field, you know. Even when we're on the field, it's like we don't even have to really communicate to each other. We know what's going on in each other's brains. But we're, like, a really close-knit group, and I think it helps us on the field.
We were talking to Coach Burke a moment ago about your rugby tackling and working with Richie Gray. What have y'all, what's been the most maybe enlightening part of that? What have y'all taken from it?
I think just seeing a new perspective, because our whole entire lives we've been taught how to tackle in the football style. But, you know, with his teachings on like how to tackle in rugby, it's just brought us a new perspective on how to do things differently.
You have a thought on it, Justin?
No, he said everything. Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of
which-
know the answer to this, but when did the mustache become a decision for you? How does your family feel about it?
My mom actually hates it, but last spring, every spring the linebackers do mustaches, so that we kind of did that for spring. I was just like, you know what, I'll keep it.
Time for one more.
Of course, since y'all signed, I think it's said about both of you need to, you know, get bigger, stronger, whatever. Where are y'all weight-wise now?
I'm like 225-ish, somewhere in there.
Yeah, I'm 220.
Justin, which spot are you working at more these days?
I'm working at the mic. I started off at Will. I didn't get it too much, but I feel like the mic is where I'm at right now.
And John, are you working Will most of the time?
I'm mostly Mike, but you know, this whole fall camp we've been mixing each other up a little bit. So I've been Mike, I've been Will. Sometimes I've been moved outside in our like different packages and being like outside linebacker type person. So
Yeah, I'm actually outside linebacker too. Yeah, he got his pass rushing a lot.
We asked Justin about his martial arts. John, what else is keeping you? You still taking these swings in the cage? I mean, baseball's like your next best thing.
Yeah, I haven't picked up a baseball bat since my last game in high school. I decided to let that dream go. That was over with.
You miss it any?
Every once in a while, like when I go to the Tech baseball games, I'm thinking like how fun it was. But you know, football is where I want to be.
All right, that'll do it for today, guys.
Thank y'all.